Love and greetings to you. I'm Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation. This topic is interesting because to some the answer would be obvious, but it's really not. The question is, how do I get my husband not to feel neglected by me? And the basis of this is going to surprise you. But first I'd like you to subscribe. There's almost 75,000 subscribers. Please be one. Like the video. And afterwards, leave a comment. And don't forget to go to our website and download the top 10 do's and don'ts. And now let's get to this interesting part of this. We forget why we got married. We fell in love, sure. But why get married? It's because we wanted to be happy. And all of the reasons that we have for getting married are those things that we thought would make us happy. Being with our soulmate till the end of our life, having children together, being part of a household. These all look so good. They're beautiful visions, aren't they? But we forgot the number one thing, and that is the marriage itself. Marriage is often referred to as a union. And what that union means, it's a union between two souls. You see, you're a soulmate. This expression of soulmate didn't get invented by a greeting card company. You are a soul. He's a soul. We're created by God, individual in God's image. God created man in his image. So what happens is that God created this amazing opportunity for us. Don't forget, God loves us so much that he's given us amazing gifts, not just marriage, which we don't know how to operate, and that's where the big problems come from. He gave us marriage. He gave us free will. He gave us the ability to connect in a marriage with our soulmate, this union, called connection, that's just between the two of you. It's so special. In my books and in the courses we have, I refer to it as the sacred space of marriage because it's so incredible. But what happens is, because we don't learn these things, I'm going to give it to you here. There's a hierarchy of who we are. The hierarchy of soul, which is at the top, it's who we are, and then the mind, and then the body. This is what comprises us, yes? And so what happens is, if we're not in charge of our mind, and we're not managing our habits, our reactions, and our thoughts even, then what happens is the body, which is biological, and therefore it's driven by the drive to survive, self-preservation, is going to infuse in our minds this defensiveness, constant wariness of what can happen next. And so we get caught up in that, and we need it in the world because the world is very competitive and dangerous. But once we get married, we don't need it anymore. It's the opportunity that God has given us to learn how to love unconditionally. This is the key point in marriage. This is the very purpose of marriage. You know, we don't get born only to go to school, hang out, get a job, retire and die. We have a mission in this world to evolve as human beings, meaning get closer to God, get closer to love. And marriage is an amazing vehicle for that when we utilize it. So here you are with your soulmate, who is of course going to bring challenges to you because no one is the same, and so the mind's going to resist. And then what happens is we get caught up in all of that stuff and we forget to love. It's really so simple. We forget to love. You forgot to love your husband the way you promised you would. I'm not talking about the outer stuff. The outer stuff should come naturally. When you love your husband, you want to do things for him. When you're forcing your mind to cast aside all these doubts, all these resistance things, all these negative thoughts, You allow your heart to come forward. You cultivate. You have this free will. This is one of the gifts. You have this free will. You can cultivate that love. You can bring your mind back to the love, back to the reason, the purpose of marriage. And then he won't be able to neglect you. And he won't feel neglected by you. It's sad, isn't it? It's a sad commentary, because obviously you love your husband, or you wouldn't care. You want him to feel appreciated by you. You want him to feel supported by you. You want him to feel that he could talk to you about anything, be with you, to enjoy being with you. You have free will. You have volition. You have the ability to become whomever you wish to be. You have the ability to blow your husband away in ways where he'll never feel neglected by you. But it's not the things you do. It's who you are on the inside, where you cast away from your mind all those old habits, those inner reactions, and you become his queen of hearts. Isn't that beautiful? So please go to our website, download the 10 top do's and don'ts of marriage. Look, see what we have. Pass this message on. You know, the Marriage Foundation is relatively new with these teachings because I'm not based in Western psychology. I was a divorce mediator of all things in 2001. And then a couple asked me to help them save their marriage, thinking, well, it's just a communication thing, but communication is a very small part of marriage. And I discovered marriage in a way that blew my mind. And I started helping couples, helping individuals. Don't go to couples counseling no matter what you do. Don't do that. And now we're saving thousands and thousands of marriages every year. Every year. So take a look at what we have. It's going to really be an eye-opener. I'm glad you stopped by. Leave a comment if you wish. God bless you, and take care. Thank you. Thank you. Take care.